45 years in this Wakpala area. 45 years. And so when he got through, here's the bishop or somebody over there told him, he says, you've got to retire now. He wasn't ready to retire because our own people retire when they feel like retiring, when they're not useful anymore. But he was still useful. So they sent him down to the Yankton Reservation, where his home originally was. And he served at a little place called White Swan, the White Swan Church over there. And so I lived up there with the old people, and I was the only one there. My Uncle Vaughn was going back to school, and my aunts were there back in New York, someplace going to school. So I lived there with them. And that kind of looking like this scene. Looking like God said, let's look at. There's a thing like right down there was the Missouri River, running right down there like that. There was kind of a bench off like that, and right over here, in some little trees, was an old lady lived there. Her name was Wakpala. And so she lived all alone. They had a little team of horses, little wagon and so forth. She lived all alone. She must have been in her 80s. God. So I'd go down there once in a while and chop wood for her. You know, you talk about psychology. You kids are learning about psychology. Well, you don't know what Indian psychology is. So here I'd come down, walking down. You know, I was about 13, 14 years old. And she'd see me coming. Oh, me Thakur John, go on and on like that. Oh, and then she'd talk kind of like under her breath, but loud enough for me to hear her. She'd say, oh, my grandson, he's going to grow up to be such a wonderful man. He says he provides for all people. He's going to look after all these people. He is going to be this and that. And boy, the more she talked, the bigger I dreamed. Here I am, just a little short guy. So I said, I come down to chop wood for her. She went, right out there. I said, like that. And boy, I had that axe, and man, those chips were flying all over the sweat coming down over me like that. Boy, I tell you what, she was a psychologist. Yeah. She knew how to inspire me to better things. And I got that wood and just stuck it on her porch, like they had a little kind of little lean-to porch like that. Stuck it all up. Oh, well, now she said, woke up and she said, come on, we're going to eat now. Bring me in there like that. And you know, they're so cute. She had this all of a sudden, she knew what I liked. Wojapi was one, Chopai Japi, there was one. She'd make that soup, you know. And she had a little panito with that in it. So we sit down and hey, and of course I was hungry after chopping all that wood. And then, you know what? She wouldn't sit with me. She kind of sat over here like this. Well, how was that? You know, what else do you want, see? That was the way of the old people. They fed the men. The men were fed so that they could work and so forth. But you see, it wasn't the women's lived in those days. Women had their place, men had their place. You don't go in a woman's house and start fooling. The man doesn't. Go fooling around their house. That's off limits to the man. Same way with the women. The women were out shoeing horses and roping horses and stuff like that. They were in there caring for the young people, caring for their people, their children, and so forth like that. The children need the nurturing. They need the love of their mother. They need to be held. That's another thing I would like to say today, is that we need that. Like I said, I looked all over the reservation for my wife. I find myself a wife found out related to her. So I had to go to Oklahoma. We've been married almost 50 years. But I want to tell you this, Kentucky, the older people. Oh, I'll tell you what, you've got beautiful people. Beautiful women. Beautiful young children. Don't be ashamed to go to your wife and hold her like this. She says, what's that for? She says, I don't know, but don't worry about it. Just hold her. You women, go to the old man the same way. Old man, you're not much to look at. Do everything like that. Hold her. Let them feel. Let them feel what's inside of you. Let your wife feel what's inside of you. Let that come. That's the combination of the two. That's the reason why they said the old people, the one belief, got two wings. One is man and one is woman. Without one, eagle goes down. Two of them out there, he soars. He doesn't flap his wing like a crow, like that. Goes like that. He knows, understands thermal updrafts, wind currents. He just floats it. Boy's got good eyes. You look down and see a little mouse way down there. Right down like this. That's the family. That's the man and the woman. That's the eagle's wings. That's the reason why I think in today's society, we're kind of getting away from that. I don't know why. Maybe we look at too much television. But our old Indian ways were not that. Our old Indian ways were just like, they were so beautiful. That's the reason why I can't make speeches, because I can't get into the big words. I like to stick with apples and oranges, kind of like. You know, but just talk what I feel in here. And if it's not there, then shut up. But anyhow, you know, one time I brought my boy here. He was 9 years old. And I said, Phil, I want to take you home. I was born, raised. I want to take and show you all those things up and down the Green River, up and down Oak Creek. Then I said, at the last, I want to take you down to a metropolitan area, Wakpala. Up there, I said, this is where it was. So I said, the city. I walked around up and down like the high school over there, and the chamber store, and so forth like that. And so I said, I showed him. I said, now I'm going to show you the place, the entertainment capital of Wakpala. So we went over there. It was Crazy Jim's place. So I walked into Crazy Jim's, and he had a little bar. Had about, Oliver, how many tables? 3 tables? 4 tables. Pool tables like this, like that. Okay, he's got a little door over here. Nothing was made modularly, you know. He just whatever size it is, screen door like that. And then a couple of windows like that on the side, that place where you could sit down and watch and play pool. So he was telling me this. He said, one day I was standing over there, and he said the room kind of got dark. And he said, I looked up there, and by golly, he said, that whole thing was full. It was my grandfather. He wore black. He was a Shinaska minister. Had black on, had collar like that. Black hat. He walked in, and everything kind of got dark. There were some boys in the shooting pool. Yeshni, Beefy Tiger, and some of those guys were shooting pool with me. So he went in and took his hat off. He said, I want a contribution from every man in here for the brotherhood of Christian unity. He went around all over the course. Gosh, Then he went to Crazy Jim. Crazy Jim was standing behind this bar. Crazy Jim looked at him and says, well, Reverend Delorey, he says, I'm not Indian. And he said, besides, I don't even belong to your church. So my grandfather said, well, he said, you know, I asked for a donation from every man in here. And he said, you're a man, aren't you? Oh. Crazy Jim said, I never had a shot like that. He said, I reached in my pocket and it's $5. A lot of money those days. He says, after that, he said, I started walking a little taller because I was a super minority. First, he came from the old country. You know. Secondly, he was beyond that, he wasn't Indian. See? But he said, your grandfather said I was a man. And that's the name of the game. Crazy Jim said after that, he said, I looked at myself as a man. Before that, he said he talked funny, you know. That's the reason why they call him Crazy Jim, because because he talked funny. But you see, what I'm getting at is that we have to get away from this world of names. We start labeling each other. The Roman Catholics, the Shinaskas, this and that and so forth. God sakes, we rob ourselves from the most beautiful thing we have, each other. Now what's more important? Each other. We don't care what religion we belong to. We we're in darkness. We look for the source of light wherever it comes from. If it's Roman Catholic, fine. If it's Latter-day Saints, fine. Whatever it is, as long as we're searching for the source of that power and that strength, that's the important thing to me. And that's the thing that I think that we realize when we think about those old people.